Folks, before we get into the episode, don't forget to check out the brand new Patreon page, patreon.com/snackspot. The link is in this episode description and in our Instagram bio. Check it out. Singing Swedish Chef doing Rapper's Delight. It's so funny. It's so good.
That's your favorite Muppet scene? The Muppets had a TV show. I didn't even know they had a sitcom.
Yeah, well, they've got a new one, too, on Disney+. Disney, now that... I don't know if it's just because... I don't know when Disney bought the Muppets. They might have owned them, like, the whole time. Because there was the Muppets show, which was in, like, the 80s. And then they did a bunch of movies.
And there's Universal Studios has the Muppets.
No,
I mean Hollywood Studios. That's what I meant. Yeah, sorry.
Disney has owned them for, like, quite a while. Because even back in, like, like the first Muppets movie. So I think Disney just owns the Muppets.
Yeah, I mean, yeah.
And they're always trying to, like, revamp them, though. And I think sometimes it's not super successful.
Bring the Muppets back, man.
But also now...
Not enough Muppet content.
Kermit the Frog, because Jim Henson obviously died, and then his son started doing the voice. And it was like... Okay, it was like, this sounds different, but like, okay, it's Kermit the Frog. And they got some dude doing it now, and it's like, I don't know who the fuck that is, but it is...
I feel like there's so many people out there that can do a good Kermit. How do you 100%. Not hire one of those people?
I don't know, man. I mean,
maybe they were like, we want you to reinvent Kermit and it's like put your own spin on Kermit, which is fucked up,
spin
dude.
On Kermit? That's crazy.
Yeah, Kermit is Kermit.
That's just not right. Yeah, Kermit is Kermit.
Kermit should have died with the man.
Yeah, probably. I mean, honestly, kind of. But yeah, the Muppets are different from. That's interesting because they do you have like Muppet Treasure Island and various Muppet movies where you can kind of put that cast of characters into any other cast, you know what I mean, and blend it like that. But it's not like superhero movies, right, where it's like there's kind of this take on Batman and that take on Batman. Like you can't do that with the Muppets.
Because Kermit is always going to look like Kermit because he's just a puppet.
Right. That's true. And he doesn't wear any clothes. No. He's just naked.
I've seen him wear a tux before.
Oh, you're right. But why is he always naked then the rest of the time?
That's just formal wear. Yep. Make sure you really chug that water for no reason.
I'm so thirsty. I haven't had a lot of water today.
You got to stay hydrated.
I know. I was thinking that.
Baby, I love you. Dude, I got to tell you on my way here, like...
oh, boy. The little traffic minute?
Dude.
You're tuning in to Z105. Let's take a look at the traffic.
I preface it by saying this will be one of the shortest podcasts we ever recorded, probably.
Yeah, probably.
Because it took me it takes me usually about 15 minutes to get here.
That's pretty quick.
Yeah. Today, it took me a little over 40.
Whoa! I was going to say that as a gag.
Dude, it was ridiculous.
Yeah.
For no reason. Like, for no reason at all. There's no reason that it should ever take me that long to get here. And every way I turned, the road was just closed. That's the second time that's happened to me in, like, a 3-week span. Where, like, for whatever reason, everything around me is just not...
It's all the parades.
Dude, I was on my way home from work the one day. And I was in a rush. It was a Friday. I had a softball game. I was working a little bit late. So I'm on my way home. And also I had to shit, like, very badly. Like, I had to use the facilities. But I'm like, dude, it takes me whatever, 20, 25 minutes to get home. Like, bada bing, bada boom. Dude, so all of a sudden we get, like, a mile away from my exit on the highway. And it's just a complete standstill. And I'm like, what's going on? Like, is there just, are a lot of people trying to get somewhere? Like, what's the hold up here? And so as we get closer to my exit, I realize that the reason that it's a standstill is because my exit is closed. And so now I'm like, my only option is to drive into the city of Buffalo.
Dun, dun, dun.
But I'm like, I'm not going to get off right on the next exit because that exit was way back. Like, it was visibly backed up once the traffic started clear. So I'm like, I'll just go in. I'll just, like, take a different route home. But I'm like, in my head, I'm like, if I go this way, like, it's going to take me another 30 minutes. Like, there's got to be a quicker way. Let me just start bobbing and weaving. So I start bobbing and weaving. And finally, I'm like, I got to throw this in my GPS. So I throw in my GPS, and it's like, boom, take this street, clear shot. And then you just, it's just a hop, skip, and a jump away. So I'm like, finally, get on the street, dude. I'm like a half a mile down the street, and randomly, just one block of the entire street is just shut down. Like there's those metal guardrails in front of it. Like, you know what I mean?
Sure.
Because there's like some type of like, I don't even know what it would be called, like event, I guess.
Okay.
Like there was like 3 vendors like on each side of the street, not a single human besides the ones like running the vendor shops kind of thing. And maybe it didn't open yet. Maybe
I'm sure. You know what? The crowds, it's just early.
Yeah. Everybody was stuck on the highway.
Yeah.
But dude, I'm like, I was on the phone with Adriano, and I was furious, dude. I'm like, what the fuck? I'm like, I have to shit. I can't get home. I'm going to be late to my softball game. Like, for what? Like, why is everything closed? Like, I couldn't, there was nothing telling me why shit was closed. It was just all closed. And that's how I felt today, too. Like,
that would be a great speech for, like, I mean, there's that one Christmas movie I'm thinking of in particular, but I feel like it happens in a lot of Christmas movies where, like, the main guy gets so frustrated and he has this big meltdown at the end. He's like, I'm just trying to have a good Christmas. I have to shit. I can't get home. Like, that would be such a... And that's how he learns he learns the true meaning of Christmas.
That's my whole life. I feel like
dude,
that all
you
the
just
time.
have to learn the true meaning of Christmas. That's what it's all about.
Yeah.
It's not about Turbo Man, okay? Jingle all the way. Shout out to Arnie Schwarzenegger. It's about family.
Yeah, that's why I watch the Fast and Furious movies.
That's right. There you go. Dude, I'm back. You might have no opinion on this at all, but I'm back on Kraft singles. The cheese.
You were off of them?
I was off.
Why
them.
so?
Well, my wife convinced me. She was like, "I'm gonna get you like the deli cheese. It's still American cheese, but it's like deli cut and stuff."
Yeah.
And she like convinced me that it was better, and I was like, "Oh, you know what?
She gaslighted you."
Kind of. I was like, "Oh, this is quality. Like I'm enjoying it." But then I was in a situation where I had to only use Kraft singles, and I was like, what the fuck have I been wasting all my time with for? I don't care how gross it is. I love the plastic
You want to
shit.
know what?
I love that plasticky cheese.
You want to know what?
I'm relapsing on
Kraft
singles.
single?
So good.
Look, I never have thought about this until now. Because I do enjoy deli cheese on a sandwich. I think it serves a purpose.
Are you talking deli American, though, or like provolone?
Or cheddar.
Sure,
like, and you can get the long slices. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah, that's what an
take
invention.
Up the whole sandwich.
I love that.
Yeah, those are the real deal. How do they shape the cheese? Like when they make it, they mold it to the perfect sandwich?
because it's like liquidy.
Okay. So I don't actually know a lot about the cheese making process.
No, it's fascinating.
Yeah,
I'm sure.
I'll have to watch some TikToks later.
Oh, dude, I bet you cheese making TikTok is
cheese
fire,
talk,
dude.
Cheese talk.
Cheese talk,
Yeah, I'll be
baby.
in a hole. I'll be in a rabbit hole. 3
Dude,
a.m.
he's knee deep in the cheese talk, man. There's nothing
But
he can do about it.
the thing about a Kraft single compared to that is, like, for whatever reason, a Kraft single, even fresh out the pack that's been in the fridge, is a little bit melted. Like, it kind of has the consistency of, like, it's a little bit melted.
Dude, it's like, do you remember
and so
those?
it's kind of always good. Like, when you bite into it in, like, a white bread sandwich with just, like, meat and cheese, like an OG sandwich.
Oh, my God.
It's, like, almost like it's a little gooey.
It's practically like peanut butter at that point.
Yeah.
Like, it's going to get caught on the top of your mouth in all your teeth
and for
stuff.
no reason.
I love it.
Because it's ice
I
cold.
love it. Yeah, doesn't matter.
But it hits because, like, melted cheese is the best cheese.
Yeah, dude, I put it on
Warm
my chicken
cheese.
patties, and it immediately just coats it. I'm
Dude.
like, this is so fucking
Slice of
good.
cheese. Shout out to 2-4. Dude, chicken patty with cheese.
Oh, man.
I mean, it doesn't
You can't
miss.
beat it. Yeah, it's the absolute best. I see you eyeing that box. So
Yeah.
we can move to the box if you want.
It's a gift for you, but I don't know if you want it right now or not.
Dude, you brought it in here.
I know,
and you put it on the
I know,
table.
because
Give
I
it
was
to
going to
me.
give it to you. But what if you don't want it? Like right now, you're
Oh,
gonna
no,
want
I'll
it.
take it. Whatever.
Wait, should I preface before you open? Because it's already a little open. So
Yeah,
like,
you
don't
can
look
say whatever
inside.
you want. I won't look. You can say whatever you want.
I think last week when we started talking about gifts, the reason we were talking about gifts was because I was saying I hadn't gotten your wedding present yet.
This is fucking heavy.
I hadn't gotten your wedding present yet because I was trying to find the right thing. And this is not the right thing
Okay.
because I'm still working on that.
Uh-huh.
But I know it's going to take me longer. It might take me years. Like it might be 10, 15 years down the line that I stumble across what it is that I'm searching for your wedding present.
Okay. All right.
But this is a temporary substitute.
This is heavy, dude. I wonder what it is. You want me to open it now?
You can
ready?
open it now if you want to.
Oh, dude. Fuck yes, dude. Everybody, listen, pay attention. I want everybody to pay attention real quick. Because I don't, listen, I'm not like, I'll say this. If I give my recommendation for something, you best be taking it. Because I treat myself, wow, baby. Holy shit. Let's fucking go. Dude. For people listening on audio, Care Aloha sheets? These are sheets, right?
Yeah, those are sheets.
Pure bamboo sheets, baby.
Those are pure bamboo sheets right there, Andy.
This is the only kind of sheet that people should use. Dude, I am so, I'm so particular about my sheets and in particular like my pillowcases, right? Like I don't even want people to look at my pillowcases because I feel like it'll taint them. It has to be just the right kind of fabric. So I've used, I wash them, but I've found like a set of pillowcases that I've used for fucking 10 years probably or more. And
the blue one?
The blue one, yeah. And
I'm familiar.
Great pillowcases, but we just got a different set of bamboo sheets.
Fuck.
And no. Matthew, it can never be enough, dude. First of all, look at this fucking packaging. I wish we were sponsored by Care Aloha.
Are they Care Aloha, the other ones you got? Is it
no, it's something else, I think. But god damn, dude. So my wife was like, just try a new pillowcase. I was like, all right, whatever. I'm in love with it. I fucking love the sheet because it keeps the hot side hot and the cool side cool, dude. Like whatever I was talking about yesterday or last week, it keeps the cool side blah blah blah. You know what I'm saying? And these are just
don't open them.
All right, I won't. But I love them so
I feel like
much. I know I shouldn't. I just got too excited.
It's got two pillowcases in that puppy.
Oh, dude, and I'm taking both of them without a doubt. Yeah. Hey, it's fun for yourself because we put them on the bed, like as soon as we got them, I'm like, we're taking these home and using them. And then we had to wash them, so we had to change the sheets, but we only have the one set of bamboo sheets. So now it's these sheets, like they're fine or whatever, but it's like,
did you get the other ones as a wedding present?
Yes.
Yeah.
From Uncle Bob, which I was like, Uncle Bob, greatest man. He never disappoints. And so we had to switch to these other sheets, and it's like these are really nice sheets, but frankly, they're absolute dog shit compared to the bamboo sheets. And every time I get into bed, I'm like, this is nice, but I feel like a fucking dirty animal sleeping in these regular ass sheets. So thank you very much. I love these, dude. We passed when we were down in Florida. I'm sorry I keep cutting you off, but we passed the Care Aloha store, and I was like, they make shirts, they make socks, Matthew.
They got it all.
I am about to drop a bag on Care Aloha clothing.
So the backstory behind it was my birthday's coming up. My girlfriend's birthday's coming up. Like there's our mom's birthday just happened. Like there was a lot of birthdays going on, and I'm sitting there the one night, and this was probably like 2 weeks ago, maybe a week ago, and I had I almost had like a full-fledged panic attack. I was like, dude, I'm so behind on shit that I need to do. Like I got a lot of stuff I got to nail down that I haven't even attempted yet. So I'm like, I know I'm going to get Andrew and Zoe something, but I need a filler because I'm already 0 for 1,000 with gifts for Zoe, as we know. So I'm like, all right, let me just go on their wedding registry and see, like, because my plan was, I was like, I'm not getting you something from your registry, which I know is the opposite of what people want. That's why they create a registry.
I understand your perspective.
But I'm like, So I'm like, dude, let me just go on there. And I go on there, and there's like a few things, but they're all like smaller things. And I'm like, dude, I want to buy the most expensive thing on this registry. So I switch it to like high to low, like high price to low price. And the most expensive thing left on the registry was the sheets.
Really?
Yeah. Because, I mean, a lot of people have probably already bought stuff.
Yeah, the most expensive thing that was on there was my wife was like dying for a nugget ice machine.
Yeah. Fuck, dude. See, like, that is so, so I'm like, dude, these sheets are a good gift. I'm like, dude. At one point in my head, I put everything remaining on the registry in the cart. And I was like, I'm just going to get it all.
God, Matthew.
I'm like, I'm just going to get it all. It would be so funny. It would be so worth it. And then, honestly, the only reason I did it is because I was looking at some of it, and I was like, there's multiple vacuums in here. And I was like, that would still be funny.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I mean? Like, it was almost like there was a few, like, little tiered options in there. And I was like, fuck, dude, I shouldn't do this just because it's a little bit irresponsible, but it would have been so funny.
That would have been good. That's like buying all the raffle tickets.
Yeah, like I was just like, I could buy everything in here right now.
Yeah.
That's remaining, and it would just be a funny thing. But then I was like, but that'll probably inspire me to not eventually get them something that I want to get them. Like when I ultimately, again, because I've sat up and I've thought, like, what am I going to get them? But it has to be something ridiculous.
Yeah.
But that you guys would both actually like.
Oh.
Because that's my thing, is it has to be a shared gift. Because, like, I had a bunch of ideas of shit that I would buy for you, but I'm not going to get you something and Zoe something.
Mm-hmm.
Because that's not a wedding gift. That's just two gifts to people. So I want it to be like a combination. But again, like I was thinking like of outrageous things. Like things that like I have no business buying and would be extremely financially irresponsible. Yeah. But it would be like so funny.
Oh yeah, that's I mean we've said this so many times.
Yeah.
It's like there is no price that I would not pay for a good joke.
Yeah.
Like nothing.
And so, like, I'll eventually still come across it. Like, I actually looked at, I'll tell you this because I can't figure out how to make it happen. I wanted to get, no, you know what? I'm still not convinced that I can't make it happen.
I'm sure you can. I'm sure you can make whatever.
Because I got to put in my notes. I just had an idea of how I might be able to make it work.
Okay, good. Yeah, this is why we're here, man. We're talking now. We're just working things out.
But I have a list of, like, notes of things that I, like, could I possibly get this? And the answer to all of them is pretty much no. Fuck, where's the original note, though? Now I gotta find the original note.
Shut up, close on down before my eyes. It is pool party season, people, all right? And you don't want to be showing up empty-handed, okay? Be the hero we all know you can be this summer and bring something to the party other than just yourself. And the good news is, if you forget last minute, you don't need to worry because you can use Instacart. With Instacart, you can get not just groceries, but some of your favorite products from some of your favorite local stores delivered right to your front door in as little as 1 hour. And the best part is, folks, right now, 2 in the Cooler listeners get free delivery on their first order of $10 or more. All you have to do to get that deal is hit the link in this episode description, and Instacart will deliver whatever it is you're looking for right to your door. No delivery fee. Make things a little easier on yourself this summer and start using Instacart today. Folks, a great way to support the show is to check out all the sick merch that we have got over at snackspot.se/creator/teespring.com. Do something a little nice for yourself, okay? Go check that out. Pick something up, something that's going to make you look good, make you feel good. And, of course, we don't just have hoodies, T-shirts, long sleeves, and all kinds of other stuff that you're looking for. We've also got a lot of great accessories like water bottles, fanny packs, bucket hats. The baseball hats are super sick. The slides are unreal. They're perfect for the summer. And, of course, we've got merch not just for this show, but also for Schemin' and Dreamin' and Quested, the other 2 podcasts that we produce right here. So go on there, get yourself something nice, okay, and help support the show, again, by checking out snackspot.se/creator/teespring.com. Link is going to be in this episode description, so just go check it out. Folks, before we get back in the episode, I've got to again mention the brand new Patreon page. That's patreon.com/snackspot. Link is going to be in this episode description. We've got a lot of great, exclusive, cool, new content up there already and a lot more on the way. You can check it out for only $3 a month. You're not going to regret it. We've got captions on the podcast that we do where we're going through all the Disney Channel original movies. Faz from Schemin' and Dreamin', Emily and myself. My God, is that show a roller coaster. Some of these movies are so good. Some of them are so terrible. And, of course, we've also got Bad Directions, the advice podcast that I do during my commute. So be sure to, once again, hit the link in this description. Check out all that great exclusive stuff and a lot more on the way. Again, only $3 a month, folks. What a steal. That's patreon.com/snackspot. And if you're interested in advertising on this show or our twin show Schemin' and Dreamin', or Quested, the Dungeons & Dragons podcast that we produce right here, you can email us at snackspotsports@gmail.com for details on how you can start reaching thousands of listeners in the Buffalo area and beyond. Because podcasting, folks, it's getting big, all right? There's a lot of big companies like McDonald's, State Farm, NASCAR. Every time I say these names, I still cannot believe that they are advertising on podcasts. These are companies who, they do stuff on the Super Bowl. Their advertising budgets are massive, and it's cool to see them move away from more traditional media, like TV, whatever, into the podcasting space. It says a lot about how effective it is. The problem is there hasn't been enough room yet really for smaller or even local businesses to get in on the action, but that's what we are here for. So if you're interested in learning more about all the benefits of podcast advertising, again, hit us up, reach out at snackspotsports@gmail.com. Shout out to the Black Eyed Peas. Shout out to Taboo. Can you name the fourth Black Eyed Pea?
I can't name any of them.
You can. Yes, you can. Will.i.am and Fergie.
Will.i.am and Fergie. I couldn't think of Fergie's name or Will.i.am's name, but I
What?
do know both of them.
Yeah. And then
Will.i.am, drop the beat. Now, Taboo.
Taboo is one of them. Yes. And then there's the fourth one, who I want to say he's got like DJ in his name. Like DJ.
Do you know it, or should I look it up and see if
Look
you
it up,
get
because I don't think I'll ever remember it. I've only heard it like once.
Who are the four Black Eyed Peas?
I mean, we already just type in who's the fourth Black Eyed Pea. Because I think Taboo still gets that 3 spot, because it's between him and these other ones, but I think Taboo gets the 3.
They still exist, because there's 3 members now, and then there's a past member, which is Fergie.
Oh, Jesus Christ. Ugh. When was the last time they put out an album? Does it tell you that?
I don't know. Who is the fourth Black Eyed Pea? People say it's Fergie now because
she's out.
Kim Hill is her real name.
She's a Kim? I know. Ah, man. You know what? Maybe for
wait. We all recognize Fergie as one of the Black Eyed Peas' most famous members, but many people may not know that she replaced the group's original singer, Kim Hill. Never mind.
Oh, wow.
2002, there was original Black Eyed Pea. Hill joined Will.i.am and Taboo when they were forming Black Eyed Peas in 1955.
1955? What were they, a fucking doo-wop group? Oh, man. What? Do a doo-wop version of Boom Boom Pow.
Ray Soul.
Ray
Soul? The fourth Black Eyed Pea.
Is that his, stage name?
I'm going to look up Ray Soul.
Ray Soul. Better known as DJ Ray Soul.
Ray Soul.
I feel like I've heard a barbershop quartet version of Boom Boom Pow on some show or something before, or an acapella thing. Maybe it was on Glee.
Wait a minute.
Fucking Glee.
Ray Soul's a chick?
Nah.
Ray J Soul, a Philippine. Yeah. She's only been in since 2018. There is no fourth member of the Black Eyed Peas, Andy.
Matthew. Yeah, there is, dude. He's not I'm not fucking imagining him. My imaginary friend is not the fourth Black Eyed Pea.
Who was the fourth member of the Black Eyed
Peas? He was there during their Renaissance. It was him, Fergie.
It's. See, I thought this was one name. I thought this was Will.i.am's surname, so I didn't know it was just
okay.
Because Will.i.am is Will period I period am.
Yeah.
Then Fergie. This guy's name is APL period DE period AP. Alp de App.
Apple the App.
Apple
That's who it is. Yes. Apple the App.
Apple the Apple. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, dude. I do remember
Apple the App.
Dude, Apple the App might have the 3 spot, honestly.
Yeah, he might be 2. Who the fuck is Taboo?
Taboo's Taboo,
Fergie's
man.
Fergie's
too.
But everybody knows Will.i.am drops the beat now.
Yeah, it's got to be Will.i.am.
Get hit with that boom boom. You got to be careful.
Yeah, even with all the Fergie's success and stuff, as far as Black Eyed Peas are concerned,
Will.i.am.
Yeah.
Drop beat now.
Oh man, I had this. I had this memory yesterday. Probably because it was 4th of July the other week. This is one of my deepest 4th of July memories, and I wonder if you'll recall this. We were we had gone to like visit, Uncle Sean and everybody was staying at 4 Mile Creek or whatever, and we went up there, and I don't know why, but for some reason, I think you and we were like playing with the Uncle Sean's ladder ball set, and then we just started like smashing it. We were probably like,
We were just breaking it.
yeah, I don't know why, but I'm pretty sure we were just like jumping on it and breaking the pipes as like a game. And so Uncle Sean
fun
comes
game.
over, and he's like starts yelling at us, which makes sense because we're just destroying, we're just smashing this. Yeah,
And he built. I'm pretty sure that was one of like when people were building them out of PVC.
Oh, yeah.
His was. I'm pretty sure PVC built.
maybe
I have a
think,
memory of
I
that.
think it just looked.
No, dude, that
homemade
ladder ball
post.
set is still around.
Yeah, despite it's got duct tape on it though, if you'll recall, because
No,
of
I
us.
don't.
Yeah, if you look, it's got duct tape on it. So he comes over and he starts screaming at us, which makes sense because we're literally just stomping it. We're just like,
I don't remember that.
oh, dude, we're just like maniacs. So he yells at us really loud, obviously, and I just feel so bad, and I'm like, okay, I'm gonna cry. And there's nowhere for me to hide, but I don't want everybody to think that I'm crying because I just got yelled at. So what I did was I walked over to the picnic table, and I kind of waited for nobody's looking, and I kicked it as hard as I could, and then I go, my knee! And I pretended like I hit my knee, and I like went over and sat in Mom's lap and cried so that people would think I was crying because I had hurt my knee, not because I had just gotten reamed
Scolded.
out, but yeah, by Uncle Sean. But I'm like, I'm not gonna look like a bitch in front of Uncle Al. You know what I mean? I'm not gonna cry like that for getting yelled at.
I have no memory of that.
Yeah, that's a deep one. That's a real deep one.
How old were we? Had to have been old-ish because not
I know,
oldish,
I
but
don't-
like
I
old
don't
enough where
think-
I feel like that's something I should remember.
I don't think we were that young.
Because ladder ball wasn't like a
Yeah, that's right. When did Ladderball get into its full
I'll tell you
popularity?
exactly.
Apple D app for Ladderball.
Yeah.
Dude, you can get a signed Apple D app Ladderball set for like no money now on eBay. I wonder what he's up to now that he's out of the Black Eyed Peas.
Oh, this says the 1990s.
Sure.
When did ladder ball become popular?
Have you ever played the fake version of Jarts?
With the weighted
They're like
just-
plastic now
yeah,
or whatever.
They're just covered like there's
Oh
no dart.
yeah. Have you ever played
I don't know that I've ever played a full game.
It looks stupid.
Dude, I love real jarts. That game
That was
electric.
the most, dude. When we were,
But I will admit, like the fact that game ever was invented was a horrible fucking
oh
idea.
my god, it's crazy. It's unbelievable that it didn't cause more deaths and injuries than it
Yeah.
did. Cause
Like they are giant.
yes,
For people who don't know, there's probably a lot of people that don't know what jarts is.
oh yeah. So it's lawn
Dude,
darts.
It's lawn darts. Why
So
are they
it's-
called jarts then?
I have no idea. 'Cause
Giant
of giant darts.
Dude, so
Jumbo.
you have jumbo darts. So you have like a ring. Like you remember those plastic rings like that were like kind
Yeah.
of malleable
Think
that
of it
everybody had
as-
as a child.
Think of it as
like a giant glow stick.
like horseshoes basically or whatever. You have these giant metal
Dude, that's
darts.
too small. They were like this big.
Yeah, and you throw
And they were
them
weighted.
like that.
They
Yeah.
were they were bottom heavy, so that when you threw them up in the air, they would
They would come
back
down on the point. The whole point
Yeah.
was that they stick into the ground. Yeah.
So and the dart part was probably 4 inches of just like straight metal.
Yeah, I'd say maybe
It wasn't
3.
like super sharp, but they were heavy too, is the thing, because they were weighted so that they would stick
Yeah.
in the ground. So it was almost like you'd stand across, from each other, like casual yard game, and you're on teams, and you would
got to try and throw the dart
and you would
into
try
the
to
hoop.
throw the dart into the hoop. So it was like darts. But you would be standing by the hoop because you would also be throwing the darts.
Yeah, because it was like classic long game. You stood in positions the same way you would in ladder ball or like cornhole, like
yeah.
across from each other like that, which is crazy. That part makes
And
no sense.
like notoriously,
A
like
lot,
people,
dude.
you'd be playing it at like an outdoor event, and
Yeah.
people would either be drinking or like you're having a conversation with somebody that's not in the game, and somebody throws the dart long, short, left, right, whatever it is, and they would just go right through people's feet.
Oh yeah, they'd hit people's shins and stuff, dude. That could go through a man's sternum easily.
Dude, those things are crazy, but it's actually such a fun
It's
yard
super
game.
fun. Super fun.
It's kind of like the game beer darts
Yeah. It's kind of like that.
because, dude,
But if a regular dart goes into your foot, it's like ow.
Well, that's what I love about beer darts because, like, the big thing is about beer darts is people are always like, dude, that game's crazy. You're going to get stabbed with a dart. And, like, to me, I put the pressure on. Like, I put my leg in front of that can.
Yeah.
Like, what are you going to do, stick me with a fucking dart? Because I have been stuck now with darts in less than favorable conditions. Like, not a shower for hundreds of miles.
Sure. No medical tents.
Yeah. And I'm like, yes, I dare you to stick me with this dirty dart that we've been whipping around in the nasty ground into beer cans for the past 3 days. You got to take it.
Yep.
But I do agree, like, that dart is a much less big of a deal.
Oh, yeah. If you get a jart in the foot, it's hospital time.
You're in some serious trouble.
Yeah, you're not going to be able to walk for a while,
You're in some serious trouble with a jart to the foot.
Yeah, that game was wild.
Well, I am the meat now. Here we go. All right, right up, young, with the boop, boop. Pizza bang, I'm stepping on it, I'm shutting on it with the boop, boop.
There you go.
Yeah. I mean, listen, Andy, you got to know when to hold them, know when to fold them.
That's what I always say.
Know when to walk away, know when to run.
Yep. You know, when I was down in Disney this past week, or whenever I was down there, it wasn't like, we had a good time, but I will say it wasn't like my angriest at like, standing in line and stuff or whatever, but it was the angriest I've ever been just walking through the park because so many people were just looking around. It's like tourists in New York City, you know what I mean? Like, oh, just walking so fucking slow.
Yeah, that shit drives me nuts.
It was really, really upsetting. And there was honestly, I mean, I would just like leave my wife in the dust because obviously I want to be in the sun and as little as possible, is no matter how much sunscreen I have on.
You're spot to spot, point A to point B.
Dude, I'm spot to spot, so I'm weaving around these families of like 16.
In your heavy cotton shirts, yeah.
They're not heavy, dude. It's tri-blend material. It's breathable as fuck.
That shit don't breathe.
Yes, it does, Matthew. Okay. All it does is breathe, man, in, out. And I'm just like looking back every, few yards to see if she can still see where I am so I can like stay in the shade and stuff. But some of it was so nice.
Dude, this is going to be a big time brag. Not like a big time thing, but like I'm going to brag hard. Dude, I am so good at like seeing the line.
Yeah.
Do you know what I'm talking about?
Yes, I do.
It takes me one quick look and boom, boom,
you know what it's like? It's
I know
like,
I don't even have to look over my shoulder.
It's like that
like I see the hole and I hit it and I'm just in like this state of zen, just zoom, 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 like this. Like I'm just rocking, dude.
Yeah.
And I just can't be stopped. And it drives me crazy when either the two things that the worst thing is when like you have to be like somebody else like takes the lead and you're like, dude, you're missing all of these gaps. Like we have to be more efficient in what we're doing. And the other thing is when somebody like when they're like they can't keep up and like you can't leave them behind. Yeah. Like and you're like, dude, like
it's bad when that's happening and you like see a good gap and you
have
like, dude,
to I would hit that hole so fucking hard, dude.
I guess this fat bitch on a scooter has to go through.
Yeah,
so
dude. Oh my god. Like a good example of it is skiing. I know you probably don't ski much, but like
I blend in with the mountains.
Some of my friends are like good on their skis, but they're like, dude, like I just can't like see the line. I'm like, dude, I wake up before I went on that hill. I saw that line, dude. Like I'm just constantly seeing
it's
lines.
It's like that football player talking about when he would take Adderall for games. Do you remember that in that one documentary? You're the one that told me about this actually. Dude, so it was like a couple years ago.
The CTE is kicking my ass.
Yeah. But he would like take Adderall, and I related to Dune because it's like you can kind of see things like before they happen and stuff.
Tron.
But that's what he was saying.
Like
is
on
that what happens in Tron?
No, but on the bikes, like you'd be.
It's like you would be great at the Tron bikes.
Yeah. See, but I don't drive like that though. Mostly not because I couldn't. Like I see it. And actually that's why I get pissed off driving sometimes because I'm like, dude, if I was like a reckless driver, I would be buzzing right now.
Right.
But like I'm a very like.
That's the thing. It's almost flipped in that situation. I think I know I think you'll agree with this. Like I use that skill while driving on a defensive angle. Whereas when you're walking through like Disney, for example, it's all offense.
Yeah.
But driving's like defense. Exactly.
Yeah.
I'm like,
because I got a
can
low
see-
center of gravity. Like I got strong legs. If nobody's taking me down.
yeah.
Like if somebody hits me with their car, that's a day ruiner.
Right. That's a different.
Yeah.
That's a different situation.
I'll stiff arm the shit out of a little child in Disney World.
Sure. Well,
But-
they gotta learn.
Yeah,
They gotta learn
somebody does.
too, man.
Oh man.
We're obviously like Mickey ice cream sandwich guys. The Mickey ice cream bar. My wife is a Mickey ice cream bar person, and there's something just weird about it.
It's like a dilly bar, right? It's just like ice cream
Yeah,
covered
it's
in
like
the chocolate.
it's
Yeah,
got
I
that
don't fuck with
coated thing. Well, the problem
Fuck
is,
with that. They're too hard to eat.
yeah, they are too RD. She was
You
eating it, and, like
crack
the
it.
shell is falling off while you're eating it.
Yeah,
What's the point?
and then the ice cream just melting off the stick.
Yeah.
Like there's nothing keeping it together. Dude, I love ice cream. Just in general.
Yeah.
That shit's so good.
Mint tingling through and through, baby. It's the best. Hey, you can say what you want, but all the people I consume a lot of media. I know that, for example, Jerry Seinfeld. You know what his favorite ice cream is?
Cold toothpaste.
Mint tingling. Joe Rogan. You know what his favorite ice cream is?
Alpha brain.
Mint tingling, baby. An ice cold Alpha Brain.
Yeah.
Yep. So I'm just saying, smart people like. I mean, I don't know if you could call those guys smart, but people like mint tingling.
Cold toothpaste. It's like eating York peppermint patties, which I actually,
Those aren't actually bad. I always thought they
No, I
were
could eat
super
York peppermint
disgusting, but
patty,
they're
no.
actually
as
all
long
right.
as it's not the dark chocolate ones.
Yeah, that's gross.
Dark chocolate sucks, dude. I fuck with orange chocolate. Dude, orange chocolate is good, but dark chocolate is brutal. Dark orange chocolate is the worst.
I didn't even
possible.
know that was a
Oh
thing.
yeah, like if you eat dark orange chocolate, you're either a 50-plus-year-old mom or you're a serial killer.
I think serial killer. I think you have to be serial
Every
killer.
mom eats dark orange chocolate.
What? I've never
Oh,
seen it
yeah.
before. Dark chocolate.
Every
sure.
mom.
What is this
You'll never
illusion
meet
that
a
dark
mom.
chocolate is like the diet soda of chocolates? Which diet soda isn't even the
I
diet
think
soda of diet sodas.
I think dark chocolate is like more bitter because it has like less sugar and milk in it.
Right. Well, I think it's all
I have
bullshit.
no fucking
I think
clue,
all
dude.
that stuff
I'll
is
look
such
it up.
bullshit.
I'll look it up.
All that stuff is complete bullshit. It's all so bad for you. I hate
100%.
people drinking Diet Cokes and thinking like it's a good thing. And I'm not even talking about somebody who is like going to McDonald's and ordering, let me get 4 Big Macs and then a Diet Coke. That's not what I'm talking about. I'm just talking about Diet Coke in general. Anytime you
Dude.
order a Diet Coke, I think you're probably dumb unless you like the taste, which is crazy because it tastes like absolute ass. What do you got, Matthew? What's going on here? This is not good. You look like a defeated man right now. What has the Dove Corporation done to you?
Dude, I just looked up what's the difference between dark chocolate and milk chocolate.
Oh, no.
You want to know what the answer is?
What?
Dark chocolate doesn't have milk in it. How are we so fucking stupid?
That's pretty...
Andy?
Okay, that one's on us. That one's on us. Sorry.
That hit me to my core when I just read that. Like, no
Okay.
shit, dude. The one's called milk chocolate.
Yep.
And the one's called dark chocolate.
Yep.
And I kind of did say that. It just doesn't have I said it doesn't have as much milk and sugar in it.
And that's true.
Yeah, because it doesn't
It
have
has
any
no
fucking
milk, yeah.
But it might have the same amount of sugar. It might have more sugar. Yeah. I also agree. Like, I don't think that diets like Pops taste good at all.
So gross.
And I think like the concept of aspartame is like,
Sure.
listen, everybody's got a vice. We all are doing shit that's not good for us. But I agree with you. Like, drinking a diet soda to try to justify to yourself that like this is better for you, it's just not.
Yeah.
But hey, to each his own. Did you already say that?
No, because
Oh.
I don't agree with that.
I saw a
I don't
shirt
think
though.
to eat. I don't think it should. I don't think anything should. Pretty much nothing should be to each his own. Pretty much nothing. For example, bamboo fucking sheets versus cotton sheets. Not to each his own. It's fucking bamboo or get the hell out of my face.
I'll have to get some of those one day.
Dude, they're wonderful. They're so it's
My
I
sheets
mean,
are
I've
from
got two
Target,
stages of life. It's before bamboo sheets and after.
I have slept on them because one time our parents who have bamboo sheets well, when they first got when they got their first set,
Mm-hmm.
they're like, dude, these are so comfortable, and they washed them one time, and I just took them and put them on my
Yeah,
bed.
you were the king of that stuff.
Yeah.
Just stealing things.
Yeah.
Dude, you would steal my underwear, which makes no sense. That would drive me crazy. Why would you want to do that?
If it's clean, who fucking cares?
Because
dude?
no, it's not about like, ew, it's gross you're wearing my underwear. I mean, I guess people could say that, but to each their own. But it's mine, dude. Don't take my underwear,
Dude.
Especially because I have. I don't think this is gonna shock anybody. I have a Monday pair of underwear, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and they don't like say Monday on them or anything
you
like
know.
that. But I like Monday I wear my purple underwear. Tuesday I wear these ones that are like
Wednesday,
it doesn't
G-string,
matter.
getting ready
Wednesday
for the pod.
G-string, baby. Yeah, because I got to be loose for the
Yeah.
pod. You know, I like to have the banana hammock kind of going a little bit in there, and it fucks up my program if I don't have if you take underwear from me.
Dude, I have a justification for this, so I'll preface it after because saying it first like makes it more funny. The socks that I have on right now, I stole from our father's closet.
Yeah, I've done that.
Yeah, but the thing is, like, if I'm there for something, like if I don't live there anymore, and it was like even when we didn't live at home anymore, it was still our home, so I still had a ton of shit there.
Mm-hmm.
But like I don't have shit at that house anymore.
Yeah.
So like if I'm there and I need socks.
Yeah, if I'm in desperate need of shots.
But like I don't return them.
But
like,
he
once
also,
I take them,
like-
they're just my socks now.
I usually will try. I'll give them back if I think of it. But the man has so many fucking socks.
So do I. Is the problem? Like I have a lot, dude. I actually. It's funny that this came up because I cleaned out my sock and underwear drawer on Sunday because I was so fucking fed up with how many socks and underwear there are in there. I'm like, dude, like I couldn't even close the drawer, and I'm like, and half this shit, either the underwear I don't like because it's not comfortable, or the socks, like there's only one or something like that. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Which brings me to, so I threw out so many socks and underwear, but it brings me to a point. I don't know if this is how you are, but I buy my underwear primarily from Marshalls
I like that. I buy mine from Target usually, but I like that.
because they have nice underwear for cheap.
Yeah.
Not like the Calvin, like I don't like that shit. I don't think that
Nope.
shit's comfortable.
Yeah, I know what you're
Underwear
talking
is all about comfortability.
Of course.
But my problem is, like, I have a pair on right now.
Of
I
underwear?
don't. Yeah,
That's
I
good.
don't know the brand, but I looked before I went to Marshalls the other day because I'm like, dude, I need to get more of this exact underwear. Like, this is the best underwear that I've found in like 5 to 10 years. Like, this
Yeah.
is the underwear I want to spend the rest of my life in.
Dude.
And the problem is though, like, I can't find it anymore. They have the same brand, different style,
Yeah.
but I can't find these ones.
That's a tough one, man. This is a lesson that I have learned myself because I'll tell you this. Cartoon characters got it right by wearing like the same clothes every day.
Yeah.
Genius. So the pants that I'm wearing, they're like these Calvin Klein pants. I think they're technically like a chino type of.
chino, yes.
Yeah,
a
I think
chino.
they're like a chino
a
thing.
khaki chino.
Yeah, so I got a pair and I was like, these are great. I went back to Calvin Klein and I bought like 7 pairs of this same pair of pants and I
All the
wear
ones
them
in your
every
size?
day. Yeah. And I wear them every day. These are like the only kind of pants I wear. Cartoon characters when
Or
you
like
open their
accountants
closet
in movies.
or Steve Jobs, right? You open his closet, it's all black turtlenecks. That is the best way to live life. I actually once said to my wife, I was like, I think I want to start doing like a Steve Jobs where I just wear the same thing every day. And she's like, dude, you do that. And I'm like, fuck, okay, you got me on that.
Well, you
This
mix
is
up
just
the
a-
shirt.
I know I mix up the shirt. Which,
But, dude, I actually feel I agree to this on a lot because I try to do it, but it's difficult to do because my thing is, like, I have so much clothes, and sometimes you just put it on, and you're like, dude,
Sure.
this just isn't it.
ugh.
I actually did it this morning. Like, I'm getting ready for work, and I threw on, like, a fit that I usually, like, in previous times have been comfortable on. I'm like, this doesn't feel great, but, like, let me just get into it. So then, like, I, brush my teeth, do my hair, make my coffee, like, whatever. And I'm like, it'll loosen up. And I'm like, dude, every time I have this thought in the morning, like before I leave the house, and I'm like, it'll get better. It never does, and then it fucking pisses me off all day that I'm not feeling like comfortable in the way that I want to feel. So like I'm literally 1 foot out the door. I'm like, dude, fuck this, and I went back in and I changed, and it was a fantastic move.
It's a
I
good
felt
lesson
great
to learn
all
man.
day.
It's a good lesson to learn
Physically.
Yeah. Dude, like
Mentally,
I
was in
actually
shambles,
just started
but-
dealing with my socks. I found this kind of socks that I really like.
This is
I'm just buying all the same socks.
yeah.
Yeah. This is some like Patrick Bateman ass stuff.
Yeah, this is tough.
Yeah. No.
All right, let's do Who of the Week.
Yes, let me try and remember what it was. Ooh, yeah, baby. I like this one. The Who Would Win of the Week this week is the hash slinging slasher from SpongeBob versus Swiper the fox from Dora.
The hash slinging, the lash slinging, the flash slinging. Swiper no swiping, swiper no swiping, swiper no swiping.
Correct.
I'll tell you right off the bat, I'm leaning heavy towards the hash slinging slasher.
Sure. I mean, he is a slasher.
No. This let's air our grievances right now. Andrew, I get what you're saying that the hash slinging slasher is a myth. But the hash slinging slasher is the person that was in that episode, the little nerdy guy with the spatula.
Dude.
Yes, it is.
I know that that's the visual representation that like we are going to use for this graphic and stuff. But when talking about the hash slinging slasher, it's the same fucking thing as if we're talking about Dracula.
No, it's not.
Of
Because
course
Dracula,
it is,
when
Matthew.
you see Dracula, he looks like Dracula.
And when you see the hash slinging slasher,
That's who it is.
right?
Exactly.
But before we realize that he's the nerd, he still has that shape. Like that's what your mind's eye perceives a slash slinging slasher.
But
to be.
it's all fugazi.
slinging.
He's not actually a slasher.
Okay, so even if we don't know exactly what he looks like, what's the difference?
No, it would be different if we didn't know who he was.
But that guy's not the hash slinging slasher.
Yes, he is.
No, he's not, Matthew. That's the whole point of that episode.
No,
It's like, oh no,
no.
it's the slash slinging slasher, and then it gets revealed, no, it's just a fucking dude.
No, that's the hash slinging slasher.
No, it's not, Matthew. No, it's not. Because the hash slinging slasher, what we know for a fact is that one of the things we know for sure about the hash slinging
and we
slasher
don't know for sure.
is that he has a spatula for a hand. That guy doesn't have a spatula for a hand. He's just holding it, so it
They
makes it
only
look
said
like
that
one.
because it looked like he had it.
No, that's part of Squidward's whole lore for the hash slinging slasher.
You and your fucking lore. You and your mythos.
What's the difference, dude? There's no
All right,
difference
fine.
between the hash slinging slasher and Dracula for purposes of something like this.
Okay. All right.
Makes sense?
Then I'm taking Swiper. Because fuck your hash slinging slasher.
No, dude.
This is
I
a
think
pander pick.
No, that
Fuck the hash slinging
hash
slasher.
slinging slasher's got that dog
Nah,
in him,
he's
baby.
a bitch.
No, sir. No fucking way. He makes the walls ooze
mother
green
hates
slime.
him.
Oh wait, they always do that. But you know, he's chopping up people left and right,
Nah,
dude.
he's never chopped a thing.
He's
dude.
making the lights
the
flicker
only,
on
thing
and
he's
up.
ever, the only thing he's ever chopped up is the crust off his
Swiper
PB&J.
is a pussy.
Because he's a bitch. He cuts the skin off
Okay,
his
and
hot
you know who
dog.
would steal?
That's all he's cut up.
You know who would steal those crusts, those, and that hot dog skin is Swiper, because he's a fucking bitch.
Yeah, and he would eat that shit.
Yeah, he'd eat scraps.
Dude,
That's
I will
how
say
he's
the
living.
problem about Swiper is Swiper always gets caught.
Yeah, he's really bad
But
at swiping.
also, that could be because he's the only thief. Like, there's nobody else to blame. Oh, something's gone. It must have been Swiper. And he's
dude.
always like, yeah, it was me.
That's really prejudiced.
Yeah.
That's fucked up, actually.
but,
That's
like, there's
super
not
fucked up.
another.
Dude, I don't know. Benny the Bull. I don't trust that
What
guy.
about Diego? Like, I bet you Swiper gets
Eh.
blamed for half a shit that Diego takes out of Dora's backpack.
Dude, Diego. Yeah, Swiper gets blamed when Diego smashes his uncle's ladder
Yeah,
ball set.
exactly. Yeah, rightfully so, man. Listen, people are going to see how they want to see you, Andy. You just got to keep doing you. Do what makes you happy. And for Swiper, occasionally that's swiping shit. So if people are going to label him as the Swiper, guess what? He's fine living that way. He always ends up in jail, too, though. But then they just release him back into the streets.
I don't know if there's a. Well,
He ends up behind bars.
is there a jail?
Dude, I
don't
swear
recall.
I've seen Swiper
I don't think so.
behind
I think they
bars.
just catch him and he's like, oh, I'll give it back. Dude, you know who's the real goat of Dora? Is the angry old troll who lives under the bridge. That guy rules.
Images.
I'm the angry old troll who
Yeah,
lives
maybe I
under the
made up that
bridge.
visual.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure. I don't think they have a jail
Dude,
in
I
the
feel
jungle.
like I've seen a pic. Good meme. Not funny at all.
That's funny.
Appreciate you. Yeah, I might have made up the jail, but there's like some, dude, the Swiper from the animated Dora, freaky looking.
The live action one, you mean?
Yeah, is that
I
what
never
he
saw.
looks
I
like?
never saw him.
Or is that just like...
I don't know, because that kind of looks like Rocket Raccoon.
There's
Somebody
a
put
few
swiper
pictures
filter
of
over Rocket
that.
Raccoon.
There's a few pictures of that exact thing, though.
That's probably it then.
Look at this guy. That might be the same picture, just as a PNG, as a ping.
I don't know, that looks like Swiper.
Swiping or swiping, swiping or swiping,
But
swiping or swiping.
but also Swiper, I'm gonna say he doesn't really have any hands because he's always sneaking around. He's not a physical confrontation kind of guy.
That's ultimately what's going to lead me to take the hash slinging slasher.
Yeah.
If we're going strictly based on lore, because the thing is that all it takes to deter Swiper is you saying swiper no swiping, swiper no swiping,
It's true.
swiper no swiping, and then he doesn't swipe.
Yeah.
And like if that's all it takes, he's gonna have a hell of a run-in with the hash slinging slasher.
He's a real pushover.
Yeah,
Swiper.
it doesn't take a lot to get for somebody who's named Swiper. It doesn't take a lot to get him not to swipe.
Damn, dude, that's so brutal.
Swiper, I'm coming at your fucking name.
Yeah, he's based his entire personality off this one thing
that
that
he's
sometimes
not-
he just doesn't do.
Yeah, yeah.
Fuck.
So I'm gonna take the hash slinging
Oh, it's a
slasher,
hash slinging
especially if
slasher
we're going strictly
all
off lore.
the way,
As if
dude.
he's really dicing.
Of course
and-
it is.
If he's really dicing,
He's slicing, he's dicing, he's
Yeah.
slinging that hash,
Yeah.
baby.
If things are as they seem, I wouldn't be taking the trash out. That's for sure.
Mm-hmm. You got to be worried about that. Taking out the trash.
Taking out the trash at 9.
Yeah, I forgot.
Is that
about
the same episode?
Of course it is.
Wow, look at that small world. That's got to be up there for all time, right?
I would say, yeah. Let's do.
No.
We probably don't have a ton of time, but let's
And
do,
I don't.
let's
That's
do
the only
all
one I
time
know.
SpongeBob.
Doodlebob.
clips. Doodlebob, sure.
Wait,
But you know
wait.
the-
Time out. The hash slinging slasher.
Hash slinging slasher. 100%.
2-0 sweep. Vote on that on Instagram on Friday. Who would win of the week?
I would say best SpongeBob episodes: hash slinging slasher, Krusty Krab pizza.
Yeah, I was gonna say
and Bubble Bowl, top 3.
and the one with the giant worm.
Right, I could see that one being put up there. Isn't that the chocolate one? Isn't that the same as the chocolate one? Oh, it's not. Emily says it's not. I don't know.
I don't know.
I don't
That's
really
why I don't
remember
know
that
enough
one
SpongeBob lore, but I do agree. And ripped his pants. Ripped his pants.
Okay. Oh man, I'm putting ripped his pants at 4, and then Doodle. Oh man, there's the fucking Pinhead Larry one though too. That one's pretty
I
good.
don't know if I'm familiar. I need to be.
Oh, what
refreshed.
Oh no, there's the one where SpongeBob goes to work at the Chum Bucket and he sings that song. This grill is not a grill.
yeah.
That's
That
fucking.
song's good.
Okay, so
Yeah.
that's my 5. Not necessarily in this fucking order. But Krusty Krab pizza, Bubble Bowl. What else did I fucking say? What was the one we were just talking about? Oh, hash slinging slasher.
Ripped his pants.
Ripped his pants, and when SpongeBob goes to the Chum Bucket. This grill is not a home. It's not the home I know. Sing it with me.
I don't know
This
it.
kitchen's not the same without you. You don't know
No.
that?
I know
dude.
like the song, but I don't know the words to the
Yeah.
song.
This grill.
I just remember that part. This grill is not a grill.
Is a grill, no matter where you go.
Yeah. This grill is a grill. I do. Yeah, those are the parts I
But
remember.
this
A
grill
lot about the
is
grill.
not a home. It's not the home I know.
That's all I got though.
That's great.
In terms of that song.
Yeah.
Great song. We actually did decent. Made a
Time-wise?
decent run. Yeah, but
Yeah,
I
know. We
got
got
a brain blast.
We all got to get out of here, dude. Shout out to Brain Blast.
Eventually, next week we're back. Hopefully, it's been busy. Things have been busy around here, especially since the wedding.
Crazy.
But we're back in action next week.
Yeah,
We'll something to
Looney
cook up for
Tunes.
the fellas.
Mm-hmm.
So, that's all, folks.
Beautiful.
You got me.
What?
with Looney
Yeah,
Tunes.
yeah.
Andy, I love you.
I love you too. Let's get out of here. Thanks, folks.